Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm sharing all of the layouts I made in the month of July 2025. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing the layouts that I made in the month of July 2025. This month I was able to pull together a total of 12 layouts. So I have 8 single page layouts and 4 double page layouts to share with you guys today for a total of 16 pages. So I don't usually get a ton of scrapbooking done in the summer, so I feel like 16 pages is pretty good. And I know that I didn't do as much as I was hoping to. My ambition is always bigger than my time. So here we go. All right, so for the month of July, I participated in Ginger's Corner's Speedy's scrapbooking hop. The idea behind that hop was to use sketches to make your scrapbooking faster and simpler. And I feel like, yeah, that was something that I needed for summer. It was awesome. And so Ginger put out 23 sketches for us to choose from, and I used 12 of those sketches this month. I'll probably go ahead and use some of the other sketches. I also, in my videos, shared a few like speedy scrapbooking tips. Some of them I did live with my store, so some of the things that you'll find in that playlist were live streamed, and some were just regular process videos, and I'll tell you which ones were which. So this first one here was a process video, and it was layout number 1, and it was a sunflower layout from the sunflower farm. It was super fun, and I feel like I can't remember how long it took me. I think like 20 minutes. Most of them were 20 to 40 minutes to create each layout. So I feel like anything under an hour is fast, speedy scrapbooking for me. So there you go. So this one I did, I know that in the video I had a struggle with my journaling, so the journaling block that you see here is not the one that I was using in the video, but it all ended up working out for the best in the end. Sometimes that's the way it goes, right? And then this was my second, what do you call it? Process video. That's the word I was looking for. So layout number 2, and it was the tip here was to use a big cut file which does a lot of the work for you. So the big cut file went in the center, and then the photos are on the outside. I never thought to put my photos in the 4 corners before, so I really enjoyed this sketch. So thank you, Mallory, for pushing me out of my comfort zone there. That was fun. This is another one that was, here's the sketch that goes with it, a process video, and it was the idea, the quick tip that I shared here was to use larger embellishments because they end up taking up a lot of the page, but adding a lot to it as well. So that was what this one was all about. It was a good and quick layout as well. Then these ones were the ones that I did live. So I was using a collection called November Man from Craft O'Clock for my local scrapbook store. And I go live on Tuesdays around 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for the store, and then we create layouts together. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and use Ginger's sketches since I'm trying to get my layouts done in under an hour anyways. So it was a good match. So I went ahead and used some of her sketches for those as well. So this is one, some large triangle elements in there, and away we go. So the November Man collection had a lot of different themed icons in them, so I really enjoyed that for this series. This one was octagons, so using a repeated die cut shape to create a quick and easy layout, and that was perfect for what I had because I was using a 6x6 paper pack for this one, so that worked out really nicely. And got my stitching stamp. There was some stitching on this sketch, so I got my stitching stamp on there. And we got, this was another theme. So the first theme I did from that November Man collection was birthday, and then this one was film and camera. So I did a picture of Charlie Chaplin from my Roadside Attractions album. This is one we found in Ireland. And then we did a music themed one. So this was the sketch with the banners on the side, photo in the center, 3 photos, and another banner here. So that's what that was. And then I just layered up wood grain paper and some cardstock, and there we went. This one was use a lot of photos. Using a lot of photos fills the space on your layout, so you don't have to add so much. There you go. Quick tip. I ended up changing my title on this one. The title was a little bit too, like I felt like it left like dead space that shouldn't be there, so I just made the title a little bit longer. Originally my title was So Happy, but then I just went with the title of the whole tour, which was So Happy It Hurts. So worked out okay. And then this one was just 3 banners and some embellishments in the title. So that was a really quick one. I also liked that the photos were in 2 different orientations. So always fun to find a sketch that helps you do that. And I really like the way it turned out. So this theme was boats. So they had boats and fishing kind of stuff in there. And I felt like it went really well. It was another one from my Roadside Attractions album. This one was Nova Scotia. We found the largest Canadian dime. So it's kind of fun. Then I hosted a crop for my local scrapbook store, and this was the layout that we all did together. It was using Vicky Bouton's Bold and Bright collection, and we had kits put together for everyone, so that was fun. And then everybody did this layout with me, so it was a lot of fun. We did some stamping, stenciling. This is washi, punched out some circle shapes, and voila, we have a beautiful layout. And then at that same crop, I went ahead and used some of the sketches from Ginger's Speedy Scrapbooking Hop to make some double page layouts. So I'm just going to set these aside a little bit so that we can show both pages. It's kind of hard to do, isn't it? Okay. So here's my first one. And this was the sketch that went with it. So this was a quick and easy one. It just had some torn paper on the sides, and yeah, it was super easy to put together. And the photos again are the full-size photos, so that takes up quite a bit of real estate on the layout, and then just a few little embellishment clusters. And yeah, it went together pretty quick. And then I did another double page while I was there. I was trying to work my way through some grad photos from my son's graduation. If you've been watching my videos, you will know that I am working hard at tackling 2021 because it was a big year in our family. So first up is my Miss Amelia's first year, and then Aiden's graduation. And at some point I need to start the wedding album because my son got married that year as well. Not this son, not the one that just graduated, his older brother. So we have that. So this was one of Ginger's sketches. It had a big element in the center, and I had these die cut pieces already in the kit. So I went ahead and just picked one of them and put that in the center and used it to put my title and some embellishing and some journaling on. And it worked out really nice. This is an embellishment from a swap, and it had a great quote. It says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose." Dr. Seuss. So I thought that was good for a grad layout. Kind of fun. And this one I talked about how just because we have these photos here doesn't mean I have to use that exact size. It's just a representation of where the photos are going to go. So even though I didn't have this size of photo, I just used a large photo in its place. Same with over here. I didn't have all the smaller photos, so I just used that same space to put my photos that I did have onto my layout. And here's another one that was a double page. we have this pinked circle piece was another of the large embellishment pieces that I had in my graduation kit. So I just went ahead and sliced it in half and put it in the place of these two circles here. And then the stripes of paper. This is a great way to use up long scraps of paper. And then staggering them makes it easy to not have to like fuss with like lining things up. So that saves a lot of time, I think, too. Just staggering things. And then at the ends, I felt like it needed a little bit of like framing kind of, so I put washi at either end, and I really like the way that that turned out. Yeah. Another tip was to use quick titles that are already made for you instead of coming up with your own, finding the right stickers, etc., etc. And last but not least, layout number 12 is this one, and it is a grid layout. So that's what was here. And I had a 6x6 graduation paper pad, so that worked out really nicely for filling in the spaces that were not photos. But I liked that I could get all of the Grand March photos on the same layout, so that worked out really nice. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. So yeah, fun, right? And I didn't do the papers exactly the way she had it laid out, but it's the same basic idea. And the photos, I did end up getting them the same sizes. Even though these were already printed, I was able to cut some down to 4x4 and 3x4. So it worked out really good to have them already printed and ready to go. So there we go. So that is what I got done in the month of July. So thank you to Ginger and Mallory for the inspiration of getting these speedy scrapbooking layouts done in the month of July, and helping me to get more done than I typically would in a summer month. So I appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.